Welcome to Ipiales, the border town of Colombia and Ecuador. And it's super cool. I guess you guys can see that I have on a jacket. It's a clear indication that it's cool here. Not sure the temperature, but it's cold. Now, Ipiales is also considered the city in the clouds. Reason being, it's very cloudy most times, and sometimes during the evening the clouds usually turn a kind of greenish color, which is quite picturesque, I suppose. I haven't seen it, so I can't attest to it. Anyways, what is unfortunate is that this town is super dangerous, and I was told by several other people that I should not walk in the streets with this camera or even talk, because although I can speak Spanish, they will hear my accent and they would know that I'm a foreigner, and perhaps I would have euros or US currency, and that's not a very good thing. But I'm gonna brave all of that and walk through the streets just to see what it looks like. So let's go. Hopefully we're gonna be safe. So this town is also 8 kilometers away from the border of Colombia in Rumichaca, and tomorrow I have to take a bus and try to get there. So you'll see how that goes. I've already been to the terminal, and from what I've seen, it's crazy, but that's quite alright.
¿Está enferma?
Así parece.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
So what is interesting is that all these stores along this street, which is the dangerous street in Ipiales, they sell the same exact thing, which is some door light figures. And what I was told is that they use these door light figures to welcome the new year. I'm not sure how. I'm not going to stay in this town for so long, but it's pretty interesting. Already I can feel the tension of everybody looking at me. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? We'll take a little further walk into the unknown. It's cool as my lips are already dried. Have some breakfast here. I'm not going to stop for no breakfast. So that little settlement up there looks a little dangerous. I'm going to walk there up a little bit later. But so far nothing dangerous. I do see 1 or 2 guys following me. Buenos días.
Buenos días. Adentro hay más.
Buenos días, señor. ¿Puedo grabar? So you stumble upon a little shop. This uncle here is a carpenter, and we're going to walk through his shop to see what else we can find. ¿Puedo? Gracias. I'm not sure what it is he's making, but it all seems to be like drawers or maybe things that you could put on a shelf. So if you're ever in Ipiales, I guess you could stop by this gracias. Stop by this little carpentry shop and get something made out of wood. Whew. It's cold. And as far as I see, it's probably not a very good idea to go up that hill or even walk further into the unknown. All I sense is danger. I even see a group of guys conspiring. Well, I suppose they're conspiring, but you can tell when someone is looking at you and they have bad intentions. But have no fear. Another interesting thing is that while at the terminal, you would find several people changing currency, whatever currency you might have, whether it be US dollars or euros to Colombian pesos. I would advise not to do that. Buenos días, señor.
Yes.
I would advise not to do that because there's also the cambio where you can change at the terminal, and while you might get less, those guys that changing money on the street might not have authentic dollars, authentic pesos. They might have counterfeit currency, and to avoid that, just go and change your money at the cambio. Señor, buen día.
Buenos días, señor.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, amor.
Bueno, ¿me puedes explicar sobre eso? Las muñecas.
Años viejos son, porque no sé.
Sí. ¿Y qué van a hacer con eso?
Primar en años viejos. Para la venta.
Ah,
Que la televisión nos queman a medianoche.
está bien. Gracias.
Todo bien.
So basically, I'm not sure what he's saying is that they would use it for Old Year's night, and they would put it alongside there at the front of the house. So he seemed a little bit reluctant to talk to me. Maybe he think that I'm some guy with negative intentions, but that's not the case. I'm just a curious guy walking through the most dangerous streets of Ipiales. Anyways. So those dogs looking a little bit aggressive. They're attacking everybody on the streets. I'm going to stay on that side for that. Oof. Hola. Oof. So it's been nice. I don't think there's much for me to see here in Ipiales. The town doesn't have much to offer besides El Santuario De Las Lajas, and I'm gonna go there before I leave though. That's the main reason why I came to Ipiales, apart from crossing the border into Ecuador. So I'm gonna go there maybe around midday. Fuck, I almost folded. And see how beautiful it is, as everyone claims. But for now, I don't think there's anything for me to see in these city streets. Buenos días, señor. So another thing that is quite daunting, terrifying, sad in some words is that in Colombia there's a drug called burundanga, and unlike drugs like cocaine or heroin or these conventional drugs that people would use just to get high and have a good time, burundanga, it's like a powder. What they would do, those guys with negative intentions, they would have the powder in their hands, they would blow it into your face of those unsuspecting tourists or even some locals that might fall victim. And once inhaled, the victim loses all senses. It's like they're on autopilot, and when that happens, it's as though the one who presented the powder to them would have total control to have the victim do whatever it is they want. And in that case, these guys would then ask them to hand over their credit cards, whatever cash they might have, and even sometimes go to their homes, hotels, or other places and take whatever they might have. And the victim will give it willingly and wake up the next day without even remembering what happened. Yeah, you guys might see me looking around left or right all the time. It's just that there are so many dodgy people around here. I need to keep my eyes around, looking all over, being aware. It's so sad, it's so sad. Anyways, so I found the taxi stand that's close to the terminal. The terminal is actually right there. You guys can see some buses from on this side. But I'm gonna try to go to the Lajas. Woo. Señor, buenos días. A las Lajas. ¿Cuánto? Gracias. Voy a sentarme enfrente, ¿está bien? I'm gonna sit in front. ¿Cómo estás hoy?
Bien, amigo, bien.
So we're gonna go to Las Lajas.
Vamos para la lajita.
We're gonna see how beautiful it is there. It is the most interesting, well, the only interesting thing that there is to find in Ipiales before going to Rumichaca, which is the border of Colombia and Ecuador.